All right, football fans, welcome to the Man Event Super Bowl special. Here is my announcement. Much like Fox News and CNN, we wanted to make sure that you got an unbiased view of the upcoming Super Bowl championship between the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the Kansas City Chiefs. So for the next 30 minutes, we're going to talk about what we see as our keys to the game, some possible MVPs, some predictions, and overall, we're just going to have a little fun. So thanks for tuning in. I am B Love with the Chief and Pooh Bear. Game on, friends. This is the Man Event. That's my favorite part.
It's the best.
You know what's so great about the Super Bowl? And that's that everything matters. I mean, everything matters. The halftime show matters. The coin toss matters. Even the commercials matter. I mean, it's like 3 hours, and you can't even go to the bathroom because you're going to miss something.
You know what else matters? The spread. And I'm not talking betting spread.
Yes.
I'm talking about the food spread.
The yum-yums.
Yes.
Listen, although I will say, we're going to have a difficulty this Super Bowl because it is also a Buccaneers home game. There is absolutely, positively no dessert until halftime.
That's right. Warn everybody.
Hey, we're going to put signs up. We need to put Visqueen over it.
Yeah.
Like that.
Yeah. You got to take necessary precautions.
Maybe put it in another room.
So I was talking to my daughter Kristen just a few minutes ago, and she was asking, how hyped we were and everything else, and she was asking, I forget how we got on the subject of like superstitions. She goes, Dad, I feel like the superstitions are like even more than before. I said we had to stand. I said, Kristen, we had to stand the whole fourth quarter of the last game just to make sure.
Just to make sure.
I know what it was. I told her, I said, hey, I had to do laundry earlier this week to make sure that, the clothes that I've been wearing for the entire playoffs are ready for Sunday.
Yes.
Good move.
Chief, I got to give you props. You've raised that child well.
Oh, she knows. She knows.
Hey, we should not neglect the fact that we met a lot of people last night who said they were either subscribers or going to subscribe. So we want to welcome you, new viewers that we met at the NFL Fan Experience downtown in the city of Tampa last night. Thank you for joining on in this journey with us and subscribing to this channel. We promise we won't let you down. You're gonna at least laugh.
We will try really hard not to suck.
Right.
Unlike last night at the field goal competition.
Oh my
Dude, that is brutal.
Sick burn, bro. Sick burn.
Wow. Listen.
Wow.
The balls were underinflated.
I think the balls were underinflated. Yeah.
I can't wait to start editing. I've got so many plans for that.
Listen, I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there now that you're going to see me miss a couple field goals. But it was only to make the video quality of the vlog.
Oh my God!
Better.
Oh, I see. So this was intentional.
Yes.
Oh. Okay. So
all of the hype leading up to it, it just makes it better.
Okay.
That's what I did too on the field goals. I was just trying to make it better.
Do you have any oceanfront property in Oklahoma I can buy?
No.
Okay. Just checking.
No.
All these stories. Man, I am hyped. Let's go. I've been so ready all week long. I've got a calendar on my wall I've been checking off. I've been vlogging with this calendar as I'm scratching off the day every day after I leave work.
Wow, you're like the kid who has the Christmas rings.
Yes.
They make the chain and you rip it off. That's how you rolled like that, huh?
like if it was a some sort of a what do they call those calendars where you get a piece of chocolate or something?
Advent, like an Advent,
like an Advent calendar where there was like a beaded necklace or some sort of Super Bowl surprise or trinket coming out. That'd be the best.
Yeah,
we should
listen. I made a commitment this week. I made a commitment this week that every single day, starting on Monday, I was going to wear Buccaneers gear.
Yeah,
I even wore it to work.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on Zoom meetings and T-shirts because I only got like one, like casual, like business casual, maybe Buccaneers gear. I wore that for like Zoomapalooza day. But other than that, man, I've been rocking the T-shirts. So even with the boot camp this morning with the Chief,
yes,
we rocked it out Buccaneers style.
So hey, this by the way, speaking of getting ready for the Super Bowl, this weekend, Lisa and I went ahead and hoisted the colors in. We have the American flag on the mailbox.
Yeah.
Well, Stars and Stripes came down, and the skull and crossbones went up.
Whoa!
There you go.
We had to we had a whole ceremony for it, which you might see on the vlog. I don't know.
Okay.
Wait a minute. Time out. Am I you made a vlog entry today?
Look, I made like 6 vlog entries today. So
whoa,
yeah.
Whoa,
they're out there.
Whoa! He had an increase of 600%.
Yes.
Look, so okay. So the smoker caught fire with the ribs in it. And I'm trying to save them. And I was like, I opened this thing up. It's Inferno. And I was like, this is great footage, but I don't have time for this.
Do I need to put some ribs on my Joe for tomorrow?
No, we're going to be okay.
We're going to be okay? Okay. I'll slap some ribs up on the Joe.
I made 3 full racks, and I lost 2/3 of 1 rack. So.
By lost, you mean you went ahead and ate that one?
No, I did. It's crispy. It was
crispy.
It was bad. It was bad. Okay.
Yeah, it was bad.
Okay.
So, well, I may have a little substitute. When I was picking up the pork butt that I plan to smoke tomorrow for the Super Bowl party, I went ahead and picked up some extra sausage that I'm going to put on at the same time. So, listen, we're going to be covered when it comes to the finest meats and cheeses. We'll be good.
You guys are making me rethink my strategy because I plan on doing my cooking on game day. But
I'm just doing it tomorrow because I've got to cook anyway. It's my son's birthday tomorrow. We've got family coming over, so I'm going to be on the grill anyway. Might as well make it happen.
Okay. I'm just thinking, maybe I'll make it happen tomorrow too.
Yeah. Well, I have to work tomorrow, so I went ahead and I had to do it today, and then I held off like the last hour, so I'll finish that on Sunday.
Okay, that's a solid strategy too. I could probably employ that same strategy.
All right, so how are the Buccaneers going to win this game?
Score more points than the other guys.
That is the ultimate. We're done. Show's over. Thanks, folks, for watching. Go ahead and like and subscribe. Don't forget to tune in next week.
Like I said, completely unbiased opinion. Much like Fox News, much like CNN, we're here today with a completely unbiased opinion about the results of this Super Bowl. In fact, we're going to talk about our keys to the game. And by our keys to the game, we mean the Buccaneers' keys to the game. We don't really care about Kansas City's keys to the game.
The Hootie ones?
So, where you gentlemen want to start?
Let's start right there. Keys to the game. If the Buccaneers are going to win, what do they need to do better than the Chiefs in order to score more points?
Timeout. I just realized that one of the members of this crew is actually named after the football team we're about to play.
Uh-oh.
And I don't know that we can go forward with this.
No. They are the Chiefs.
Plural.
Yes.
It's too close.
He is the chief, singular.
Yes. Technically, they are the Kansas City Chiefs. I'm just a sitting in the chair chief.
Okay.
Sitting in the chair.
Well, the Chief.
And it is the
Why don't you kick us off? What is the Chiefs or the Chief keys to the game?
So, I learned this in high school that defense wins the games while the offense entertains. My key to the game is going to be the defense, specifically the defensive line. The 2 tackles, I'm talking Ndamukong Suh, Vita Vea, those 2 guys are going to have to, number 1, control the run, number 2, get penetration. And then the defensive ends, Shaq Barrett and JPP, those guys have probably the toughest job of the entire game. Not only do they have to contain Patrick Mahomes, I think they have to contain him before they put pressure on him. Don't give that cat any room to scramble because he is fast and he's wily and everything else. And the last thing they can afford to do is have him, loop around one of those guys. And then he's got a clear vision. He's got clear passing lane because there's nobody in front of him at that point.
Yeah.
So defensive line is my key to the game.
Okay. So just a little funny anecdote. You guys saw the little cartoon this week from Barstool Sports?
Oh yeah, that was hilarious.
It was Bleacher Report.
Bleacher Report. I'm sorry. My favorite part of that was JPP with the fireworks.
Oh my gosh! Listen, there is so much in that little cartoon. You have to watch it 3 or 4 times.
I know that was.
If you don't watch it 3 or 4 times, you're missing something. It is amazing.
I was like, they just did JPP dirty.
Oh, and then when Mahomes comes in and he's got that voice, hey guys, dude, they did it so good.
Yes,
that was classic.
So creative.
So solid keys. So you're saying, Chief, defensive line controls the game. You're not worried about the secondary getting burned?
No, well, listen to this. Okay, Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce. Those 2 guys haven't been stopped by any defense this entire season. Okay, the reality of it is that our secondary is not going to stop them either. I don't care. They've been double teamed all season. They've been jammed at the line. They've done everything. They've tried all these things. Okay, the way that you stop those 2 is to stop the ball from getting to them. You put pressure on Mahomes. You don't let him run around. You sack him. While he's in that pocket, don't let him go outside the pocket. And we've got to do it with 4 guys because we cannot afford to. He gets rid of the ball pretty quick when he wants to. So he gets rid of he either scrambles or he gets rid of it quick. We can't afford to have that 5th guy in there trying to blitz a lot because that takes him out of coverage. So,
I mean, it's interesting you say that because we've kind of made a season on the blitz.
We have made a season on the blitz,
and you're like, hey, let's change the game plan and let's contain.
Well, that's exactly what we did against Drew Brees. Now, Drew Brees not really a scrambler, okay? But what Drew Brees does do is he gets rid of the ball so fast that the blitz can't get there. That guy is really good at oh gosh, by the way, that's going back to that cartoon that they had when he's got Aaron Rodgers and Drew Brees and the Redskins all hung up in the tree, I can't believe he took us all down. What a great little bit that was.
It was so good. It was comedy gold.
We got to get the link onto that on here so people can go see it.
We'll make sure it's in the comments of this video.
There you go. We'll put
the comments on the YouTube page. We'll make sure
in the
it's
description.
So,
and the problem with maintaining or containing Patrick Mahomes is that he's so elusive and he buys so much time. And that little dude will throw a behind the back, no look pass 20 yards downfield on a 3rd and 8 to burn you. And you're just so frustrated.
Yeah.
I saw Javi the chef do that last night. I saw it.
I can't believe he actually thought he beat me. I'm glad we had to go back to the replay.
Oh, we got to review the tape. I don't know. We got to see.
I don't know. He went back and did it a second time just to prove it.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
All right, Pooh Bear, what you got, man? What are your keys?
So my keys to the game is the Buccaneers are going to have to set up the run, right? And they're going to have to do that with a great offensive line play, which has been happening, right? The tackles have been fantastic. The probably overlooked by many people. We've talked about it before a couple of weeks ago, how Tristan Wirfs, the Bucs' first-round draft pick, has just been spectacular. I mean, as good as any right tackle in the league. Matter of fact, I was reading a Sports Illustrated story where they did a redraft of the first 5 picks of this past year's draft, and they had Tristan Wirfs going 4th to the Giants instead of falling to the Buccaneers where he was picked originally. That's how good he was. A 3rd, obviously Burrows was still 1st, but
I mean, listen, I'm going to argue that's one of the best first-round picks we've made, maybe since Mike Evans.
Yeah, it was fantastic. So if that line, those 5 guys can do 2 things. One, obviously set up the run and give Leonard Fournette and Ronald Jones some room to run and protect Tom Brady. Tom Brady threw 3 picks last week. Uncharacteristically, he's thrown 4 picks in his last 4 games, which, 2 of those against the Saints, none, against the Redskins, or the Washington football team, none. But the fact is, the 3 picks last week, you do that against the Chiefs, it might just cost you the game. So he's going to have to protect the ball, which means he needs plenty of time to look downfield and find the receivers he's looking for. That also plays into having a solid run game. I think the Chiefs have spent more time in nickel defense than any team this season. Their percentage of going into nickel was more. They play with more defensive backs. So that's going to help. Unless they're coming and cheating up, that's going to have the run game exposed and be able to open up Leonard Fournette. Matter of fact, I'm going to go ahead and cheat and give this out there. He is my pick for MVP. I know we said we are going to do that later on. That is my pick. Playoff Lenny. There's so many. He's playing for a contract next year. I don't know if he's with the Buccaneers, but he's looking for a job next year. He's looking to prove something. We saw the determination in the run he had last week against the Packers.
Yes.
It was 2 weeks ago. Last game against the Packers, where he just essentially willed himself into the end zone over a couple of Packers players. It's just phenomenal. So I think offensive line gets it going. Leonard Fournette shines, becomes MVP, gets a new contract. I'm looking into the future. That's what I see about 9:00 on Sunday night.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. You're talking about victory. All right. So here's I agree with both of y'all's key to the games, first of all, and I would have probably picked those had I gone first and second. I'm gonna mix it up a little bit just so we don't all sound the same. And I think that the tight end play in this game is going to be critical for the Buccaneers. And I think we all originally thought Gronk was going to come here and put up crazy stats. Gronk is probably one of the best blockers this team has. So you talk about that line protecting Brady. I think that Gronk is going to be a big part of that. And if they can do that, I think that AB and Mike Evans could go off if they can establish that run, like you said, Pooh Bear, get good blocking to protect Brady. Listen, this guy's been here before. I'll be shocked if he turns over the ball on Sunday.
Okay.
I think that there is an air of like getting to this game. The guy's already got a ton of confidence. I think he's learned I don't have to force things here. Finally, let the game come to him. There's nobody better, right?
Okay.
So that's my big. I think obviously Cameron Brate plays a role in that too. I think what we're gonna get on, we're gonna have 2 types of plays on Sunday in the passing game. We're gonna have the dump off over the middle. Cameron Brate, Scotty Miller, right? Yes. And AB and Mike Evans are going to run those safeties to death.
Let's hope so.
To death. I remember the totally different sport, but when I played soccer in high school, I remember I was marking this guy during a tournament, and I realized like he's running me to run me. Right. It wasn't like he wasn't trying to get open. He was running me to run me. Yeah. Right. And the reason is in the end, the defensive strategy in that case was we don't want to let me loose in transition, because if you let me loose in transition, it was over. But he was running me to death, so that I didn't have the wheels to do that. I think Mike Evans and AB run those guys to death, and it opens up a lot more stuff.
Well, they're definitely more physical than the wide receivers the Chiefs are used to seeing. Yeah. When they're playing in the AFC West, those receivers out there aren't nearly as physical as Chris Godwin and Mike Evans are going to be. So, if the refs let them play, again, a lot like we saw in the Packers game, if the refs let the Buccaneers play and get that, the separation, the not really the hand holding, but the kind of the incidental contact, let's call it, between the Bucs receivers and the Chiefs defenders, you may see some crazy numbers for Tom Brady and the receiving team.
I think so. I think so.
B-Love, who's your MVP pick then?
So I'm going to go to the other side of the ball for the MVP pick. Actually, I think JPP is poised to have a big game.
Ooh.
I knew I should have gone in front of you. I knew I should have gone.
I'm gonna break it down for you, Chief, and I'm gonna let you break it down. Actually, you know what? I took your MVP. You break it down. You tell me why he's MVP.
Okay, I mean it's simple. JPP is going to be. He's going to have to be key on the run stop. He's going to have to be key on pressuring Mahomes, sacking Mahomes. He's going to have a big game. By the way, every once in a while, JPP actually drops back into coverage into the flat. Yeah. And I'm going to tell you what, nobody picks off a ball with less to work with than he does. So
he gets that up there.
Wow.
I love that guy. I hope he's watching. So
me too, man. Mr. Pierre-Paul, you're fantastic. We love watching you play.
All right, here's the deal. Here's why I got JPP. All of those things are right, by the way, Chief. Let's not forget that this guy played college ball right here in this stadium as a USF Bull.
Yeah, yes, you're right. Okay?
This dude has waited for this moment for a really long time.
Mm-hmm.
I think he's going to come amped up. I think right now that defense has a bit of arrogance about them. And I don't know. If they all step up and they play their position and they play their man, I don't think there's a better guy on the field defensively than JPP. I think you could see him have a multiple sack game. I think you could see him have some passes defended, blocked down. I'm going to go ahead and say he gets a turnover.
Okay, I like it.
Causes a turnover. He at least causes a turnover.
Yeah. Listen, I spent some time last week watching the Tampa Bay Buccaneers Super Bowl victory over the Oakland Raiders, who were then in Oakland, since in Los Angeles and since in Las Vegas. But those turnovers in that game, there was 5.
Wow, we beat them so bad they moved twice.
That's right. Rich Gannon.
Rich Gannon back their coach.
Yes, give him the coach back. Rich Gannon threw 5 interceptions in that game. If the Buccaneers defense on Sunday night,
Rich Gannon is not Patrick Mahomes, bro.
Oh, absolutely not. I'm not trying to compare those two. I'm just saying that the Buccaneers defense could live up to that style of defense, right? I can see that happening. Devin White has had several picks in the past few weeks. Sean Murphy Bunting is on a streak with 3 in a row. He's looking to get 4.
There's so many players. We were just talking about these wide receivers, and I completely forgot we have Chris Godwin.
Yes, sir.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And now we haven't even talked about Shaq Barrett yet.
Look, I was just out front in my front yard talking to my neighbor about the 2 rosters, and we're kind of talking about how we both feel that Kansas City is a better unit. They're playing better. I think at least they did all season. The Buccaneers seem to have come along in the last 4 or 5 games. But top to bottom on the roster, the Buccaneers have a better roster. Yeah, and it's just on paper. So don't get me wrong. I understand that's just paper, and there's no paper champions. The trophy is won on the field. But when you look at just take any unit of group, the defensive line. Okay, yeah, they've got. I think the Chiefs have Chris Jones. I think is his name. Stand out defensive lineman. But then we've got JPP, Ndamukong Suh, Shaq Barrett, Vita Vea. I mean, the depth, you just keep saying names, and you're like, wow, that guy's really good. Oh, wow, that guy's really good. Wow, that guy's really good. Look at the linebacking core. I couldn't even tell you who the linebacker is for the Chiefs, right? But I know all the Buccaneers, obviously. But I know that Devin White and Levante David and Kevin Mitner, these guys are pretty good. I see the one weakness the Buccaneers probably have is in the secondary. That's the youngest group the Buccaneers have.
Which is the strongest part of Kansas City, and they already proved that against us once, right?
Right, with Tyrann Mathieu and that crew, that it's solid.
One of the keys to this game too, we haven't even talked about, is if TSG was here, he would say it. You got to shut down Tyreek Hill. Yeah, that dude went off on it. I mean, when you go back to the game they beat us in earlier the year, they won the first quarter. We won the rest of the game, but they beat us so bad in the first quarter, the rest of it didn't matter.
Did he have 200 yards in the first quarter?
Yes.
Was that what I remember?
Yes, it was like 200. Yeah.
With the back
at home, by the way, at home.
Yeah,
our
and the phone
Tampa.
call to get help in there for us. So
right. So you're right, but like Chief said, every other team has given up the booty against Tyreek Hill. It's going to be so difficult to stop him. It's almost like you just kind of want to let him go and get his own. You man up, you play defense on him, but it doesn't kill you if he gets a 30-yard pass because it's Tyreek Hill.
That's what he does. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So you just have to, accept that and move on and be prepared for the next play, which is going to be a 8-yard cross the middle to Travis Kelce. How are you going to defend that? That's what you're looking for.
That's the guy you can jam. That's the guy you got to jam.
Yes.
And got to get pressure on Mahomes at that point. Take him out of the rhythm. So.
That's what Devin White and Levante David are going to be assigned this week.
Yeah.
Keep him in front of you and don't let him get anything.
Well, they got the guy to practice on.
Yeah, that's right. Cam Brate and Gronkowski.
Gronk, that's what I'm talking about. I mean, he's practice on him.
Yeah, I agree.
So what kind of, we got this, I know we're trying to make this a short show, and we'll come back, by the way, Monday night, and we're going to we'll come back Monday night live, and we'll talk about the game. Hopefully
we'll break it down.
We're happy, right? But we got 4 or 5 minutes left here. Let me ask you, predictions. What do you guys got? What do you think's how do you think this game's going to play out?
All right. So prediction or because I'm struggling. I'm struggling with reality and predictions, right? So there's for me, it's two different things. I predict the Bucs is going to win. They're going to start strong. They're going to come out, but somewhere in my brain, the realism is telling me that Chiefs getting a phone call. The realism. Are you kidding me?
No, I'm like. Anyway, go ahead.
This guy. So the reality is, I think I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Chiefs are gonna start the ball first, and they're gonna start strong, and the Buccaneers are gonna have to play from behind, which seems like they always do, right? It seems like every week. The only week they didn't play from behind was week 1, and they started off strong. They went right down and scored against the Saints. Tom Brady's first possession, we were so excited.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
but they went on to lose the game. So I feel like the Chiefs are going to come out. They're probably going to score first. They're going to have the ball first. If the Bucs struggle after that, it's going to be an uphill fight. It's probably going to be a come from behind victory for the Buccaneers. That's my prediction.
Chief,
I got some bold predictions here. Okay, number one. I predict that the winning coach will be doused with red Gatorade. Number 2. I predict that the coin toss will be won by the Buccaneers and they will call heads. Number 3.
Coin toss?
Coin toss.
Coin toss.
Coin toss. I predict that Giselle will be on TV at least 4 times.
And we're all thankful for that.
At least 4 times. And whoever is the MVP, they will first thank God, and then they will thank their team, and then finally their coach and families after that.
Wow. Are they going to go to Disney World?
You just throw that in. I mean, you're right around the corner. So
Disney announced today there will be no parade.
No parade.
Now, whether or not
and no cannons either.
No cannons, but I will tell you,
there's going to be cannons at Chiefs' house.
Oh, there's cannons.
There will definitely be cannons at Chiefs' house. I have inside information that there's a big thing for those of you not from Tampa watching. There's a huge festival or a parade that happens about this time of year called Gasparilla.
You don't got to be from Tampa to know about Gasparilla.
No, but some people may not. So we like to celebrate pirates coming to our city, raping our women, killing our children, taking our city.
Wow, this show just took a turn for the worse.
That's what they did, right?
They actually never did that, but anyway,
really?
Go ahead.
Yeah, they didn't?
Not here, somewhere else, but not here.
Okay, well, whatever. So we give them a key to the city. Well, the people that play out those pirates are these crews. They call them crews, and they have planned to set up nearby the stadium, and almost all of those floats have cannons or some sort of noisemaker on them. So they plan on being the noisemakers for the Buccaneers, since they are not allowed to fire the cannon inside the stadium. They will be just outside firing away whenever the Buccaneers need it.
Well, I like it.
Looking forward to it.
They may hear it from our house too. They may hear it from here.
That would be great.
So
you guys are Chief. You never really actually gave us your prediction for the game.
Bucs are definitely going to win. I got the Bucs 38-21. By the way.
Okay, I was pretty close. I'm going to go Bucks 35-21.
Okay.
Okay, I will go. Go ahead.
I do agree with you, Pooh. I think that this team has been a second half team all season.
Yes.
And there's a high likelihood we go into halftime down.
Yep.
But I think there's too much playoff experience or not. There's too much young veterans on this team. And the GOAT is the GOAT.
The GOAT is the GOAT. He is the GOAT.
GOAT is the GOAT.
As I said on national TV last night while I was being interviewed.
I mean, he's not the Billy GOAT.
Just dropping that out there. He's the GOAT's GOAT. So should I give a score prediction too then, since you guys gave scores?
Yeah, hit it up, man. Hit it up.
All right, I'm going to go with a 1-point victory.
Oh, wow.
Wow. God, I hope not. I don't want
to. That's going to be stressful.
I don't want it to be that stressful. I want to
have fun. I'm going to go 38-37. 1 point Buccaneers.
That's a lot of scoring.
I think there's going to be a lot of scoring in this game.
That'll be very stressful.
It will be stressful.
Down to the last minute and the last second.
Man, I'm going to have to pull out this bottle of Xanax already.
But we're all jumping in the pool. That's the best part.
Hey,
we
are
all
getting heated?
Jumping in the pool.
Heated?
The pool is heat. The solar cover is on.
Wait a minute! Don't tell people that
we got to
cut that part out. People don't need to know that.
Oh yeah, sorry. It was 52. It was 52 when it started.
Heater's broken. Heater.
Heater's broken. Yeah. Okay. Sorry. Yeah.
All right. So I think we're out of time here. We made an effort to keep the show short. Listen. We're going to come back on Monday night with our recap of the game. You're not, win or lose, you're not going to want to miss that. We appreciate you tuning in for our unbiased opinion
completely
about how the Super Bowl is going to go down here in 2021. We're excited to have a home game here at Tampa Stadium for our Tampa Bay Buccaneers. If you like what you see, don't forget to subscribe. Share this all across all your social media channels. ESPN doesn't got nothing. NFL Network, nothing. This is the best Super Bowl preview show anybody will watch. Don't be selfish. Share it around so other people can enjoy it too. Man Event, out.